What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Forever Drew, and here are 5 dark truths about getting in shape. Number 1, starting off with your friend group. You'll lose a lot of friends along the way, and some of these old friends that you may have thought would have been your childhood friends and that you would have spent the rest of your life with will fade off into the sunset because you simply just outgrow people. But with the new habits and the new routine and the new discipline and the new person you're slowly becoming, you'll attract more like-minded individuals along the way. So I guess there's a pro and a con to it. You just gotta understand that's just kind of how it works, and it's okay to naturally outgrow people if you're on a higher purpose and they're not willing to put in the time and effort to meet you there. Then you gotta leave them behind. It's happened to me in a number of circumstances. And it's not the fact that I, deaded my friends, but it's more so the fact that, we're on different paths. And as much as I have love for them and I want the best for them, if we're not seeing eye to eye, we're not on the same path to want better and more for ourselves, then you have to distance yourself and surround yourself with like-minded people. Because if you go back down, you look back and hang out with those people, you're just gonna reflect in the past. And you're gonna become that same person and revert back to those same habits if you stick with them and they're not trying to be better. Number 2, discipline will eventually replace your motivation. At first, when you decide to make a change for yourself regarding whether it's your physical or mental journey, and you want to become fit and change your lifestyle and your habits and your routines, you'll start to develop a sort of discipline within yourself. So every day, you eat what you have to eat. You lock in on your diet. You lock in on your exercises. You make sure that you're going to the gym every morning, non-negotiable. You're making sure that you cook out your meals ahead of time. You're making sure that you're tracking your macros, your calories. And eventually it becomes addicting because you start to see the progress. And then at that point, it just becomes discipline. Just like how you brush your teeth every morning is exactly how you track your macros, exactly how you hit your workouts. And that constant feeling of getting things done and being disciplined, because the motivation is going to come and it's going to go. But when you stay consistent, you're going to build that discipline over time, especially if you're getting lean. This happened to me about, I would say, freshman year of college or sophomore year of college. Freshman year of college, I was completely lost. My physique was at an all-time low. I was skinny, fat. I was working 2 jobs while going to school full-time. You guys can watch the YouTube videos. I have all the receipts there. Scroll down to my YouTube channel. I was still posting, but I was really just focusing on other things, and I wasn't really prioritizing my health, and my physique reflected that. Lack of time management, a lack of discipline, it really hurt the way I looked, and I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't confident in the way I looked, and then it wasn't until sophomore year where I decided to really make a change and lock in on my physique and really start prioritizing my health. And then it's been crazy. It's been great ever since. I kind of carried these disciplined routines and habits into where I am today. And the physique definitely reflects that now. So number 3, it gets boring. After a while of eating the same foods over and over on repeat, you have to realize that repetition is a part of mastery. And in order to achieve big goals, you have to repeatedly do things that are going to push you towards those goals. And there's going to be times where you don't feel like it, but that reverts back to number 2, where we talked about, or number 1, where we talked about the discipline and building these habits that are instilled with you for a lifetime. So it's going to get boring, and you have to kind of realize that going into it, reverting back to the discipline and the same routines and habits that you carried along the way. Just a disclaimer, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be times where you want to quit, but you have to understand the end goal, the reason why, and understand that in order to be great at something, you have to do it a fuck ton amount of times. A good example of this is when I started actually dialing in on my nutrition. And I started working with MyFitnessPal sophomore year, when I really wanted to take my fitness seriously and really get that 6-pack and get rid of the love handles that I wasn't happy about and really start taking my fitness to the next level. And I knew that dieting was going to be a big part of it. So through all the experiments, all the trial and errors, I finally cracked the code. I finally figured it out. The reason why I figured it out was not because I gave up or not because I was inconsistent, but because I did it so many times and I failed so many times in a row. And you could apply this to business, you could apply this to school. It's repetition. Everything's repetition. Just doing it a shit ton amount of times. I don't know how to play guitar, but I guarantee you that if I played the guitar every single day, I would get better at it and I would be a freaking Guitar Hero guru. At the end of the day, repetition is going to matter so much, and it's going to play a huge role into your fitness journey and getting lean and just being successful in whatever you desire. Number 4, it becomes your entire identity. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie guys, when you get lean, you start to develop sort of a ego, but not necessarily in a bad way though. It's more so of a self-respect for yourself, because you understand the amount of effort and hard work and dedication that you put into achieving your physique and making your body look a certain kind of way. And it comes off as a sign of respect as well. And you know that half of the motherfuckers out here aren't doing what you're doing in order to get there and to do what it takes. But it's in the best way possible, because you eat your old self and you become the best version of yourself, and you really start gaining that confidence and tapping into your true potential. And that's why I feel like fitness is such a key pillar, because you're actually transforming your body and it starts to develop confidence that impact other areas of your life. A good example is when I started actually transforming my physique and I noticed noticeable changes, I kind of had a shift in my mindset to where it was like, okay, I can do this. Let me try that. Let me try actually pursuing school. Let me actually try getting better grades in school. I could transform my physique. I could do things that I put my mind to. And it really opened my mind that anything's really possible as long as you put forth the repetition, the dedication, and the consistency and discipline. Last but not least, number 5, you'll never be done, or it'll never be enough. No matter what you do, no matter how lean you are, no matter how much money you have, no matter how successful you are, by whatever standards you measure success by, it'll never be enough, because you're always constantly chasing for more. You always want more. You became so addicted to the process and to the constant dopamine of just improving and becoming the best version of yourself that it'll never be enough by your standards. But that's the beauty of it. You evolve, you grow, and you level up for the rest of your life. Let me know if you guys got some value out of this video. I just wanted to make something more motivational and let you guys know that, getting lean isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It comes with a cost, and you have to be willing to accept that going into it and really fully commit yourself to wanting to make the change. And if that sounds like you at all, and you're a skinny fat professional that really has a hard time getting rid of that stubborn belly fat, you feel like you don't have enough time, you feel like the years are going by, you just got out of college, or you're middle-aged, and you just feel like you're pretty hopeless within your schedule and you need more of a structured routine to help you transform into your desired physique and achieve that dream body. If that sounds anything like you, click the link in the description to book a free strategy call with me and my team to see if we're a good fit for each other. Yeah, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't already. It's your boy, Forever Drew, and we signing out. Ballin', 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 ballin'. Bad bitches keep calling.